Alright, let me ask you a question. What happens if you put ice in sun? Yeah, it melts. Always. Every single time. And what happens if you don't water plants for a week? They die. Sorry, plant lovers, but it's true. And that, my friend, is exactly what we call the zero conditional in English. Today, I'm going to break it down for you, what I mean, when to use it, and how to make it sound more natural in conversations. So, welcome back to Learning English with Fasil, the place where learning English is clear, simple, and maybe even a little fun. If you see my previous video about conditionals in general, you remember that we talked about sentence with if, just little language machines that connect the condition and the result. Now, today, we are going to zoom in on one of the easiest but most useful conditionals, the zero conditional. And trust me, you already use it in your native language without even thinking about it. So, what is it? The zero conditional is used when we talk about things that we are always true. Not sometimes, not maybe, not in the future, but always. It's for facts, laws of nature, rules, and habits. Imagine you're a scientist explaining something that never changes. That's when you use it. And the structure is super simple. If plus present simple. For example, if you heat water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils. That's a scientific fact. It's true today, it was true 100 years ago, and it will be true tomorrow. Unless, of course, physics changes, but safe in this case. Now, let's try a few more real-life examples so you can hear the pattern. If you don't sleep enough, you feel tired. Or if people eat too much sugar, they get cavities. If it rains, the grass gets wet. Notice something, both sides of the sentence are in the present simple. Because we are not making prediction about the future, we are stating facts. Now, here's where the students sometimes get confused. The zero conditional is not the same as the first conditional. The first condition is for real future possibilities. Like, if it rains tomorrow, we'll cancel the picnic. But in the zero conditional, we are not talking about tomorrow. We are talking about what's always true. If it rains, the ground gets wet. Big difference, right? One is a general fact. The other is a specific feature, situation. And then a mistake I often hear is using will in the zero conditional. For example, if you heat water to 100 degrees Celsius, it will boil. Now, this isn't completely wrong in every situation, but if you're talking about a general fact, you don't need will. Just keep it in the present simple. So instead of say, if you study hard, you will get good grades. For general truth, just say, if you study hard, you get good grades. See? Simpler, cleaner, and exactly right for the zero conditional. Now, you probably use the zero conditionals every day without realizing it. If you're talking about rules, you might say, if you break the rules, you get a penalty. If you're talking about your own habits, if I drink coffee after 8 p.m., I can't sleep. Or give instruction. If the printer runs out of paper, call the office manager. This is why the zero conditional is so useful. It's not just grammar in a book, it's language you can use all the time. Alright, now let's practice together. I'm going to give you the beginning of a sentence, and I want you to finish it. Ready? If you eat too much junk food, yeah, maybe you said you feel sick or you gain weight. Pause work. Next one. If the sun sets, you might say dark, it gets dark, which is perfect. Now, last one. if students don't do the homework, right, they get in trouble, which is easy, right? And notice all of these are just facts. So let's quickly recap what we said. The zero conditional is for things that are always true. Facts, rules, habits. The structure is if plus present simple. Present simple, we use it when the condition always has the same result. And remember, not will in general truth. Now, here's your homework. Yes, I'm giving you homework as well. And don't worry, there's no penalty if you don't do it. But if you do it, you improve faster. That's another zero conditional. You see, you can see. But if you do it, you improve faster. Now, write 3 zero conditional sentences in the comments. I'll check them and let you know if you got them right. And if you found this lesson helpful, give this video a like, subscribe for more simple English lessons, and share it with a friend who's learning English too. And remember, if you practice English every day, you get better every day. And see you next time.